Hello everyone, happy belated Valentine's Day, but you know what the heck, I'm just going to talk about a Valentine's Day movie for the sake of it. I want to get joined with my father. Here's my father. Say hi, Dad.
Hello.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Moonstruck because recently the film director passed away, and what was the film director's name who directed this film?
Norman Jewison.
Norman Jewison. So rest in peace, Norman Jewison, who made this movie, and I don't really... Do you know what other films he directed? I don't know other films that come to my mind.
One other that comes to mind is Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay, which I've never seen before.
But he's done other ones. So
Right.
he's a very famous director.
Right. Norman Jewison also directed movies like In the Heat of the Night, The Thomas Crown Affair, the movie Fist with Sylvester Stallone, and Justice for All with Al Pacino. And he also directed The Hurricane with Denzel Washington, based on a true story about Reuben Hurricane Carter, a former boxer who was accused of a crime he did not commit. So what do you think of Moonstruck?
Moonstruck is one of those movies that I can watch once a month and never tire of it.
No, same too. I love this movie, and this movie shows Nicolas Cage can act. Just stop watching the remake to Wicker Man and see how great of an actor he is in this film. You know, it's about a woman who, like, you know, she lives a simple life. You know, like she was married before, but her husband died, and she's about to be getting remarried again to her friend, who her husband's friends with. Even though she likes the guy, but she doesn't like love him deeply, like, you know, the way when she meets Nicolas Cage's character later in the film.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and it has a lot of great performances.
Oh yeah.
Nicolas Cage, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Cher.
Yes.
Who plays an Italian.
Yes.
And she was kind of reluctant to do it, but she does a very convincing job.
Oh yeah. Well, when I saw this, like I never realized that she was not Italian. But it's when you get past all that stuff, whether like she's Italian or not, she just does a great but terrific job in this film.
Mm-hmm.
And I always love that scene, like when she first meets Ronnie, Johnny's brother, like at the bakery downstairs, you know, baking bread. And I always do a decent impersonation. If I was going to do a TikTok, I would do a video on that, like my voice impression of Nicolas Cage from Moonstruck. You're gonna marry my brother Johnny. He gets his. What is life? And they say bread is life. And I bake bread, and I sweat, and I should be so happy. Oh, sweet. Not bad, huh?
Oh, very good.
Chrissy, bring me the knife. I'm going to cut my throat off. But, of course, don't do that, of course. That's only a line impersonation. Well, you know, because he had a tragedy in his life, and, you know, he has, like, jealousy and beef with his brother because of how he, like, lost his hand. But, again, you kind of can see both sides at the same time. That was just an accident. It wasn't like...
Right.
I mean, yeah, like he's mad at his brother, but it wasn't really Johnny's fault though for that.
No.
It was just an accident. Things can happen in life, and that's just an accident. That's one of the things you can't prevent or explain why that happened and stuff. And then when they're like getting to know each other, despite they have like, you know, their moments of like a disagreement, but yet they end up falling in love after just one visit and kissing after.
Right.
That's so big. Wait a minute. That's so big. I'm taking you to the bed. And also, I think the actor and actress who play the parents of this film do a great job.
Yes, it's Vincent Gardenia and Olympia Dukakis.
I don't know why. I don't mean this as an insult. Like every time I watch Vincent Gardenia in this film, you know what he looks like to me?
Who?
Mr. Owl from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, he does.
No, he does. Like if Mr. Owl from Winnie the Pooh came to life or was transformed into a human being. Mm-hmm. And also, like in the movie, he plays a father who does not approve of her marrying Johnny. But like, you're not going to marry him, Cosmo.
Yeah, they excellent performances again, and also the grandfather, who's not Italian, he's actually Russian.
Right. Well, he still did a great job.
He did. He was terrific.
Yeah. Actually, no, he looks like Uncle Sam to me too a little bit.
Yeah.
An Uncle Sam version. Like we have an Uncle Sam. I'm not talking about that Uncle Sam, the I Want You military guy. But anyway, and also, I like how well this is if you haven't seen the film, this is a spoiler section right here. So stop the video if you have not seen it. After when everything is revealed of who cheated on who, and he tells his son to like pay for his granddaughter's wedding, and then after when Johnny like says, I can't marry Loretta because my mother will die. And John's like, Loretta, will you marry? What? Yeah, that's a funny scene. And also I like it when they go to the opera for a date night, and then she runs. She ran into her father with the girl that he was dating, and also there's a scene like where they're all at dinner having dinner. He's drinking so much wine. That's a metaphor for sin.
Yeah, well, the mother is the one who's really the backbone of the family, because she follows her morality, her ethics, and because she has a chance to also cheat on her husband,
but she doesn't.
But she does not.
No. Especially after when it was played by John Mahoney, pre-Frasier at that time.
Yes.
But then again, he had a bad luck with this. Because remember, like, when every time we see him at the restaurant, he's always with a very young, beautiful, attractive woman. They always
throw their drink in his face. Yeah.
Pretty much everyone's got bad luck in this movie. Loretta lost her husband. She was going to be married to Johnny, but then she had an affair with Ronnie, and the father had an affair with his. Pretty much everyone cheats on everybody in this movie.
Yes, yeah. Except for the mother.
Yeah, that's true too, and the grandfather. I guess the grandfather it was the kind of person who was married, but never cheated. But I guess after when his wife was out of the picture, he figured that's it, no more women for him. Yeah, just had his dogs.
And there are a lot of secondary characters, great character actors.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
And it really evokes the Brooklyn Italian population.
Right.
So it's very well done movie. You don't have to be an Italian.
Of course not. This is for everybody.
It's for everybody. It deals with universal themes, and it's a very entertaining movie.
It is.
Very funny, very entertaining movie.
And like you said before, this is definitely another film I enjoy going back to every once in a while for, never get tired of how great it is. Beautiful performances, a great story, and this is not the kind of also like stupid, like dumb, like stereotypical like chick flick you see nowadays with like it's a very like empowering like love story of a woman who thinks that when she lost her husband that was it, no one else. But then I guess it's true they say sometimes people find a second love after the first time, maybe for some people, but that really depends on every individual. I can't speak for everybody. Everyone's story is different about that.
Right.
Yeah. And like I said, Nicolas Cage just does a terrific job in this film. Just shows how great and a talented actor he really can be. If you just give him like the right script and the right direction, he can pull it off. Yeah. And also his character too, like he thought the same thing too, that after when he lost his hand, that was it. But like Loretta said, that woman just didn't appreciate you. That just shows that after that accident, she didn't want to be with someone like that.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas Loretta, she didn't care about that if it didn't have it. Well, obviously didn't really lose his hand. You can tell that's actually a fake, like he's just wearing like a glove to make it.
Right.
I don't know what kind of glove that is, but I know that's the kind of glove that people wear when they lose their certain like. Yeah. Terrific film and a great. Let's just say for you guys who can't stand chick flicks, this is one exception chick flick you'll enjoy with your spouse or girlfriend, whatever it is, and it's a great Valentine's Day movie to watch on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
I forgot to mention, I did mention briefly about Dana Aiello's character. He's not a bad person, it's just that he wouldn't marry Loretta only because his mother would not die. Despite the bad, complicated relationship that he has with his younger brother, he does want to try to make amends and make peace with him. He also answers Loretta's mother's question on why men chase women is because they don't want to die. It was her answer to figure out why Cosmo was cheating on her. Rest in peace, Dana Aiello. You were an amazing, great actor to watch. Anything else you want to touch upon this film, or?
No, I think that's about it. It's very enjoyable, and I would encourage people to see it.
Okay. That wraps up the video. See you next time, and enjoy your post. Well, and then again, every day is Valentine's Day. What am I saying? Yeah. Happy belated Valentine's Day, and see you next time. Say bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.